sure I can see. Yeah, I can see. Okay. I can't see without my glasses. Hey, let me see if I can plop you up over here. Well, what's up, guys? Okay, well, I'm back. I wanted to kind of share something that happened to me today. A few things, which is actually pretty cool. So I just finished talking to one of my clients. This dude owns a phone repair shop, and we were talking for maybe like 20 minutes, and he was telling me about how he just opened up what is it called? A barber shop. So this guy owns maybe like 2 or 3 phone repair shops, and then he just opened up a barber shop. And it was funny because he is not even a barber. He's not even a barber, and he opened up his own barber shop. Right? This morning, I woke up. Shout out to Joey Chicago, I think his last name is. Joey Chicago, right on, bro. Basically, he sent me a DM for a video about how to be grateful, right? How to be grateful. And my other homie, Corey, shout out to Corey Hoffner, check him out on the IG. He was even saying, like, dude, I was hanging out with a friend in Nashville, and I was telling him I was having a hard time in sales. And his friend told him, dude, you'll never be good in sales because that's just not who you are. And he actually brought to my attention, he's like, dude, it made me think about, you gotta protect your mindset. Like, you can't, to kill a big dream, you tell it to a small-minded people, right? And that just kind of opened my mind. Like, and all these things, my boy Lawrence is making moves, taking action. And one of the things that really stood out to me is that, it's out of the way. One of the things that really stood out to me is that you need to surround yourself with OQP, only quality people. It's such a big thing, and it's something that I overlook myself personally. But only quality people. Like, anything that you want in life, anything that you want to do, whether it's business, whether it's family, relationships. Like me personally, I've got coaches for different areas of my life, right? I try to surround myself with people that will help me elevate the things that I want, right? So I have a martial arts coach. I have a business coach. I have a mindset coach. I just joined this mindset mastermind. I didn't want to join the mastermind. I didn't think anything of it. Like, my friend was like, "Oh, you should join this mastermind, bro. It's really been helping me out. It's been getting me right in the mind, right, and giving me ideas and things and ways to take action." And I was like, "Dude, I don't want to join this mastermind. I don't know who this guy is. I don't know these people. Like I gotta pay monthly for this." But what made me join is that he was willing to put his own money up. So what happened was, he told me, "Dude, if you join this mastermind, and for whatever reason you don't like it the first month, I will pay the first month of the mastermind. You can just cancel." And immediately, I wouldn't force him to pay me back, but immediately I signed up because he put his money where his mouth is. And honestly, I'm pretty excited about the mastermind. Like, I am getting around like-minded people. I'm getting around people who are trying to achieve their goals, taking action, doing things. These are quality people, right? Like, I want to get better in martial arts. So I go to an actual martial arts school that's going to actually level me up. So it's the things that you want to surround yourself by OQP. Only quality people. And trust me, I get it. I have friends from high school. I have friends that I've known for years since I was a kid. And sometimes the conversations are different, right? The conversations can be about bullshit half the time. And nothing wrong with it. I love those guys too. But at the same time, it's like, I have a goal. I have a thing that I want to achieve. There's this place that I want to go in my mind. So I need to surround myself with the people who are going to help me get there, right? I need to surround myself with people, only quality people who are going to help me get there. I'm not saying cut your old friends off, but I'm saying is that, like, you want to surround yourself around people who have the same mindset as you, the same drive, the same goals as you, right? Like, there's a lot of things actually that I am not good at. There's thousands of things that I'm not good at. So I surround myself with people who are good at it. So I can be like, hey, this is going on. How do you fix it? Or what are you doing to better this situation in your life? And I'm going to try to duplicate that, right? And that was the biggest thing for me. It's just understanding that you need to surround yourself around quality people. Quick story. I heard this on a podcast recently where there was this homeless guy, he was asking for change. He was asking for money, right? And he was like, hey man, can I borrow some money? And the guy was like, yeah, I'll give you some money, but I want to hear your story. What is your story? Why, how did you get here? Cause you seem pretty, you seem well-spoken. You seem like you were educated. And the guy was like, well, what had happened was I had a family. I had a good job. I was making a lot of money, and I would hang out with my coworkers. I would make friends with my coworkers. My coworkers would go out every single night and ask me to come. And they would always invite me, and I'd always tell them, no, I have to go home. I got to go home to my wife and my kids. So every night he'd go home and just, that would be it. So over, of course, a couple months, they kept asking him, hey, if you want to join us for a few drinks, come and join us for a few drinks. And one night, he's like, sure, I'll join you for a few drinks. So he goes and he joins them for a few drinks, right? And he sees that these guys are doing drugs. These guys are doing coke. These guys are doing other things, pills. And really, they offered it to him, right? And he's like, nah, I don't want. I'm good. I'm good. And he goes home after a few drinks, whatever, no problem. Next time, he decides to go back to work. They ask him, oh, do you want to go out to eat, go out to drink again? He's like, sure, why not? So he's doing this a couple of nights, right? Well, one night he decides to go out and drink, and they ask him like, hey, dude, do you want to try this line? And he thinks to himself, you know what? Why not? I'll just try one line, not a big deal. Tries the line and realizes it wasn't really a big deal. Nothing bad happened. He got a little high, and then, he went home, went to sleep, perfectly fine. So what do you think happened the next time he went out? He went out, they offered him a line, and he said, yeah, why not? I've done it before. I've noticed it's not that bad. Why not try it? Anyways, he decided to keep doing it. He started to get addicted. He started doing it at work. He started doing it every single night. Then they went out. So he started doing it alone while he was at home. So he started to get addicted to this coke, basically, and these drugs. And it got to the point where he couldn't function without it. And then eventually, because he was, always high at work and whatnot, he lost his job. His wife knew why he lost his job. So his wife took the family and they left. Because he lost his job, he couldn't find another one, and he lost his house. And long story short, he became homeless. And the biggest thing that he realized from that moment on is that you become your environment. And if you want to increase, you no matter what, if you want to increase your life, or you want to achieve some type of goal, you have to put yourself in an environment for you to flourish. And that's the thing. What happened to him is like, dude, I slowly became my environment. It didn't happen overnight. I didn't just start losing everything. It was small incremental decisions I made on a daily basis, which allowed me to slowly either decline or incline, right? And for the most part, it's you become your environment. You become the people you hang around. You become the things you see. You become the things you hear. You become the things you read. And I'm a big believer of the winner's diet, right? What is the winner's diet? The diet is not only what you eat, right? You are what you eat. Not only you are what you eat, it's what you watch, what you see, what you watch on Instagram, the people you talk to, the conversations you had, the books that you read, everything. That is your mental diet, right? And that's the biggest thing for me, is because I'm surrounded by people. Yeah, sure, people want to complain, life sucks, I get it. But at the same time, like, I don't need that in my diet. So a lot of the times I have to either change the subject or push people away and let them know, like, dude, like, I'm very thankful. I'm very thankful for the position I'm at. I'm not where I want to be, but I'm thankful for where I'm at, because it could be so much worse. And I have it so much better. I'm surrounded by people who are taking action. I'm surrounded by people who are making moves, right? I'm surrounded by people who are doing things. And if I was just surrounding myself with people who weren't doing anything in particular, weren't trying to better themselves, only trying to hate other people, always mad and miserable, I'm going to adopt that mindset. Right? Like this guy, I saw this guy, Kevin Samuels. I saw him, and what is his thing? His whole thing is being rude and derogatory to women, right? So what do you think is going to happen? You're going to start watching him every single day, and you're going to start picking up on those concepts, right? If you watch Jim Rohn, or you watch Grant Cardone, or you watch Tony Robbins, or you watch anybody in a positive sense, what are you going to do? You're going to start picking up on that language. You're going to start picking up on that mindset. Why do you think so many people, when they watch Gary Vee, they start to sound like Gary Vee? They start to become him, right? You become what you feed yourself. What you tune into, you tune into, you turn into, right? What you tune into, you turn into. And that's the biggest thing. And once you realize you can control that dial, you can control what you tune into, because it's going to turn you into something, dude, it's limitless. It's freaking limitless. And that's just the biggest thing to me. Like I just had a conversation with my client, and it was just I was super excited to kind of hear his progress, right? And the fact that he was like, yeah, dude, I just opened up a barbershop, if you want to come service that spot. And I was thinking about it. I was like, dude, do you even cut hair? He's like, no, I don't cut hair. I was like, do you know how to, like, his hair is whack. And I'm like, bro, you opened up a barbershop. You don't even cut hair. That's freaking crazy. And just everything, everything that's been piling up. Like my homie's been hitting me up, like telling me all the good things that's happening in his life. It just gets me amped. So I kind of wanted to share that with you guys. Surround yourself with only quality people. If there's something that you want to do, find someone that's doing it. Find someone that's moving or coming back from the place that you want to be. All right. It's a huge thing. That's just on my mind. And that's the thing, is like, you want to position yourself. Like I talk about credit a lot. I talk about, leveraging your credit for traveling for free, which is honestly, it's just the icing on the cake. It's not that important. Credit is to make money. Credit is to buy assets that produce income, but nobody cares about that. They only care about the traveling part. But I always tell people like, I want to learn how to do this. I want to learn how to do that. I'm like, hey, I'll show you. Here's a course. I made it cheap enough for you to join. Go ahead and get it. Link in my bio. But for the most part, it's like you have to take action. You have to surround yourself by people who are doing big things. And if you don't want to do anything big, that's perfectly fine too. But understand that you become your environment. No matter what, you become your environment. You become the people you hang around with the most. So that's all I really wanted to share with you guys. If you guys are watching this on the replay, do me a favor, hit a like. I appreciate you guys. Hope you have a nice day and hope you're crushing it. See you soon. Aloha.